Hey everybody, welcome back. Today we're looking at Benchmade's first micro OTF. This is the Benchmade OM, stock number 4850. Now, what do you get in the box? Let's take a peek and see. We get, of course, that use and care manual, information about your Life Sharp warranty. Definitely check that out. It's great to have that in so many ways. Now you get your little microfiber bag. And then look at this. This is the micro OTF, the OM. OM. Just two letters, but so mighty. You get your new kind of a version of a mini deep carry pocket clip. So kind of a new design for them. They did not forget about the lanyard fans. So shout out to the lanyard fans. Spine fired. Little switch here. Now it's got this long press, as you can see. And I wanted to showcase that because sometimes you may toss this in a fifth pocket, maybe in a shirt pocket. So you're gonna have that extra space. So it'll fire right out, but even on the push out and the pull back, you can kind of see where it's gonna engage. That last point on the way out. So you got your, of course, Benchmade laser mark on there. The blade steel is CPM S30V. You got the nice contouring here. I like the milling pattern on this aluminum. This aluminum is, of course, the 6061 T6 aircraft grade. But what do you think of this micro OTF? Now, I know price is going to be the thing on this one. They also make a black coated blade one, and then they have the satin blade one. I was very sad because there was originally plans for a blue one. Blue aluminum. Oh, that would have been my style. So overall, let's do some specs on this one. Like we said, clip point blade, CPM S30V. Overall open length, you're looking at 5.8 inches. Closed, you're looking at 3.4 inches. We're going to do some comparisons to some of our favorite knives here in a minute. The blade length, 2.475 inches. So it's going to be over 2 inches. So you still get a little bit of pokiness out of it, you know, and thickness on the blade, 0.09 of an inch. The overall thickness on these handles, 0.37 of an inch. And the weight coming in very light, 1.51 ounces. Made in the USA by Benchmade Knife Company. I really like this one. I want to know your opinion. This is kind of that like really small OTF zone. And if you know what I'm talking about, we have a few things to compare to so we can really see kind of like what's out there for this. But overall pricing. Now, we talked about pricing. Pricing is going to be the key on this one. The black coated full retail, $360. The satin blade, $340. You go to your favorite Benchmade knife dealer, the black coated blade about $324. The satin blade one, $306. So definitely check those out. Get one in hand. You know what I say, get one in hand. I'm kind of liking this. It's a smooth end. You know, your mini deep carry pocket clip, new design, kind of marries up there. You don't have the standard 3-hole configuration on it, but you can flip it over, carry it right or left-handed. And, you know, maybe you got those sweet, paracord keychains or lanyards that you want to put on there. You know, you can run one of these through even if you want. Or overall, this fits really nicely. Like if you have a shirt pocket in the front, or maybe you're wearing like a polo and you want to just, clip this in through the button areas and you have just that little pocket clip looking thing sticking out. It's kind of a cool little thing you can put many different places or carry it in your kit. It's going to go unnoticed. And overall, I have a large glove size hand, so I can get 3 full fingers on it. The 4th pinky kind of just rides on the tail end to make sure it stays secure in hand. But very, very nice, clip point. I like the micro OTF idea. I'm still, jury's out. For me, and we'll do a comparison here really quick, but for me, like my favorite OTF right now that Benchmade's putting out is the Shootout, as you know. I love this Shootout spine fired. There's your comparison on the Shootout to the OM. So you can see the size difference is pretty incredible. So overall, like, you're going to get a lot of work done, but you know, this is designed for a certain purpose, a certain function, a certain person. And you know, I've carried it a few days. Like I said, shout out to our friends at Benchmade for letting us get hands-on with this one. And if you want to see, even over, I'll put a link down in the description below to the Benchmade website that has the OM on it. They have a full breakdown. You can see all the parts that are inside, the liners, the clips, all of that. But let's compare a couple other of our favorite mini friends, just because that's how we do it. Mini bug out. So mini bug out comparison. Some of you like the mini bug out. You know, this is going to be in that same range. You know, handle's just about the same. I'm lining it up on the edge of the handle here. Just a smidge longer on the mini bug out. Obviously, the blade is much bigger in all sorts of varieties, but that's an idea with the mini bug out. Now, the mini griptilian comparison on this one. Lining it up the same way. Gonna be a little bit longer, of course, in blade and handle. Obviously, the height of the blade as well. But it gives you an idea, you know, because a lot of you, you know, that you don't have a Benchmade dealer nearby, and it's like, gosh, where do we go to get hands-on with it? Or how do we just see the overall, you know, the overall design of it? Now, let's say you have just a bug out in your collection, and you're like, how does this compare to just a standard bug out? So we got you covered. We got the Benchmade bug out here. Total fashion, you can see this size difference. It's a great combo pairing. You know, if you're going to carry something little, something small as a backup, maybe in your fifth pocket. You know, shout out to Mike, who's always rocking his mini Osborne in his fifth pocket. So here's a comparison of the mini Osborne. So you can see it's going to be a little smaller, and then blade, of course, as well, you know, on the OM than the mini Osborne. And let's say, just for kicks, you're still rocking the full size Osborne, the 940, and you're like, let's say we want to compare that just for size, so you know there's a good comparison right there. So overall, very exciting. I've given it to a lot of people, you know, to check out in comparison over the last couple weeks. And one of the things that I've noticed is people are having, you know, that really long push on the way out, and it just starts to fire at the very end. That's, to me, that's a bonus, because no matter, I mean, you can see how much play there is, right, in that switch. If something gets bumped in your pocket or you're carrying it somewhere, it's a very intentional push out and then push back in. You know, you can see how long it is to even get it pushed back in. Dual action OTF. The micro OTF from Benchmade is called the OM. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. You know, we've covered some of the basic standards of them. We've talked about what they look like, how they compare. But overall, one of the most important things, make sure to do something kind for someone. Hashtag DSKFS. Do something kind for someone. It's so awesome. Spreading kindness throughout the world. I love it. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. But most importantly, take care.